I ranked every single Zenless Zone Zero character demo. Twice. First, I predict where each demo will land by the end of the video, then we watch it and I do the real ranking immediately after. No moving predictions once the demo starts, I'm stuck with those decisions. Before we begin, I have not seen the vast majority of these demos before, I'm going to get a lot of stuff wrong, but this is all for a bit of fun. I hope you enjoy. So, what to do with Billy? As was the case with Astra Yao and Zenless, and Genshin, a lot of our early 4-star characters, release characters, the quality of the trailer wasn't quite as good as some of the ones we got later on in the series. So, with that in mind, I think it's probably no surprise that I'm going to be a little bit harsh on Billy, and we're going to go with D tier. Although I think all of these trailers will be at a really good standard. But yeah, so I think Billy in D tier is a pretty safe bet. So, here we go then. Our first trailer. Let's see what Zenless has got.
Huh? The sun's up already?
Yeah.
Is
Did you
this
sleep well?
Nicole and Anby?
I wouldn't say so. Work's been a bit much recently.
Full black
You
screen
work
still.
so hard. I hope today's a little slower.
Oh,
Yo, 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 good
here's
morning,
Billy.
ladies. Rise and grind.
Oh,
Come on,
it was his
Starlight
guns
Knights.
talking.
Transformation.
Billy, just get your guns and let's get this over with.
Oh,
He's got a heart around a poster.
coming.
Man, I forgot how
Never mind. Back
how
to
much
the
Zenless likes to play around with
Let's go.
things. Here we go. Done.
And light up the starry sky.
And now we get to see some... Is he singing? Or like rapping? This is really cool. I think a big benefit the Zenless has is even the in-game animations are so clean, so like stylized. They've got a lot of squishing and warping of the models happening, which is a more like normal animation thing. The guns are out. Quick reload. Did they just like...
Piece of cake.
Okay, you know what? We're going to ignore the from the guns. And here we go. There's the ultimate animation. And here now we see other characters coming in. Anby's appearance.
Job done. That wasn't so bad.
That was really cool. And then that's his like splash art.
Yo, yo, ladies. Good
Yeah,
job today, as always. As a reward for your hard work.
What is-
High-quality gun.
What are these like poses that he's doing in between this?
Hope it's the thick, rejuvenating one.
I'd rather get the lighter oil. It absorbs faster.
Look, it's a collab between Three Gates Military Tech
Saying
and
which
Starlight
oil
Knights.
they
Buy
prefer
four,
for him
get
to
one free. It even came with an exclusive
use.
poster.
Cheap stuff.
Come on now, self-care time. Feeling relaxed? If only you could speak.
What? Yeah, well, he was imagining it. Obviously, their guns can't speak. That was a really, really solid start. Okay. So, I did put him in D as a prediction. For right now, that was really damn good. I don't know whether we're going to see the same power creep that we felt like we were seeing in terms of budget. I guess we'll see. There's a lot of trailers to get through, but so far, that was really, really good. I don't think... Maybe some of the Nod Cry... Sorry. Some of the Nod Cry 4-star trailers were better, but that felt like such a high level of quality. Ooh, so next up, I believe, is Nicole. So, what to do with Nicole? after seeing that now, I think this is going to be quite good. But is there a 4-star penalty? Is there a release penalty? Okay, wait. Let's one thing we can do. Billy's, okay, this is significantly shorter than Billy's, and so I'm going to put it below. That's, I think, a pretty reasonable thing to do. I guess we'll see how good the trailer is. So let's give it a watch.
Anby, what's our target this time?
A special kind of bamboo.
I heard it's worth a lot.
We're back in full black screen to begin with.
Then what are we waiting for?
Also, all of these have been in the cinematic aspect ratio, haven't they?
You guys ready?
Are you guys ready?
Let's go! I'm the diamond. I'm the ring. I'm the treasure.
Again, really like
I know your secret.
musical, right? Because Billy was rapping previously, now Nicole's like rapping as well. And seeing these character animations. And now the ultimate animation. Yeah, this feels a lot more like a 4-star trailer, I think. Or rather, an A rank. Sorry, I've just I need to call them S ranks and A ranks. That's how Zenless works. We're not 4 stars and 5 stars. But yeah, that was good. I don't think it's much of a surprise that I think we're going to be in here. Mainly because I think we're just going to get a lot better going forward. I think Billy's was really cool, and like we had a bit more story and personality coming out, whereas Nicole was kind of like, oh yeah, we're here as a group. Now we're beating up bang boos for money. And we had a bit more weirdness and fun out of Billy's one, I think. But both of them really good. Next up, we have Anby's. Now, again, I'm going to do a quick check. 2 minutes 58. So this is a longer one. I think that's going to then put us between... I think as a prediction, I've still got to be a bit critical. I think a lot of the later S ranks will end up being quite high. So between... Do I think Anby's will be better than Billy's? I think I'm going to go with yes. They quite like Anby. We know we've had more forms of Anby, which I feel like is maybe a sign that they're going to put a bit more work into the demo. I guess we'll see. So that's my prediction locked in. Here we go then. Okay, not starting with a black screen this time. Cunning Hair's Anby. Is this a wanted poster or... Andy Damara? Andy? Anby. So yeah, this does feel a lot more, like we've got a bit of a story going on when compared with Nicole's one. Okay, so we're running. Okay. Okay, let's start the combat. This feels, this does feel more like a trailer for Zenless rather than the character, I think. Anby's felt, Billy's felt really about Billy, whereas this feels much more, here are some combat animations, here's how a combat will look. Okay, but now we're back into full animated. The dreaded TVs in the background. I'm really liking this audio effect that they've got going on. Making this feel a little bit bizarre, a little bit
Nicole?
unusual.
Why wasn't I invited to the party?
Okay,
Looks
and now
like
the team up.
Isn't over. Get to it.
There's the ultimate animation. Yeah, I do think that so far, Billy's has been a cut above. This has felt a lot more similar to the 4-star trailers we've been seeing previously in the other games. There we go. There's a splash and a little bit extra at the end. I love that we get the most personality out of Billy, the character that we can't really see a proper face. It's just eyes. He's so expressive.
Blocking the screen. Sit down. Forget the editing. Why didn't you come help me when those thugs were attacking me and Anby?
Didn't you tell me to record it?
You idiot! Where were you gonna show it if something
And she's eating a hamburger. Okay, this is definitely this is for sure above
next time?
I think for sure a cut above the Nicole one. I think Nicole's was a little bit, I think, underwhelming for me. It's Billy's one set such a level, right? That I feel like Billy's trailer was a step up from the others that I saw, and I was hoping then that the other two of our Cunning Hair's A-rank characters would live up to it. I definitely think that the end of the Anby one was that kind of thing I was looking for, but I think we got a lot more personality out of Billy. But maybe that's a comment on Billy the character, right? We always get so much. So I think I'm happy with a C-tier placement. Next up is Nekomata. What do we want to do with her? This is going to be our first now S rank. Still one of the standard characters and release characters. So is there going to be a bit of tax for it? Probably. I need to think of these. I think the first thing I'm going to check is the length. 2 minutes 32. I think we will be above some of these as a prediction. How far above? I don't know. I think they quite like Nekomata. We got that whole first quest about her centered around her, so I think I'm happy with the C-tier prediction. So let's give the trailer
I get it.
a watch.
You've
Here we
made a
go.
fortune in New Eridu. Business is good. Life is good. You don't need a friend like me with
Aw.
public security and the association protecting you. But now you're back, expecting me to deliver justice for you.
Please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Again, this is now, we're getting a lot more personality. There's more attention
Catch a break round here.
in the character, I think, compared to at least the last two, I think. But I guess that's kind of what you'd expect coming then from an S rank. And she's then, it feels like she's doing the vocals for her song. Like, I think that's so cool that we've had that quite a few times now with the characters. Okay. And then showing some of now the character abilities. It's the skill? Question mark?
Damn it! I can't catch her.
We still going? Chat instead. How about I make you and offer you care for you?
Man, I forgot how expressive Zenless animations can be.
Street kid rule number 2, never leave your back open.
And then some of the team-ups. And then this is feeling a bit more like a trailer for the game again. There's the ultimate animation. I think they've done such a good job with the music and the colors in this one. Like the reds and blacks mixing. Having these like moonlight silhouettes.
Super familiar. Or
from a movie.
What do you think?
Brilliant. So I think I have it. For me, it feels very similar to. I think I like Billy's more because there was a bit more fun and there was a bit more like, I guess, an overexpressiveness out of Billy that we got. But yeah, I think that was really good. One of the guns in Billy's trailer was voiced by Nekomata's VA. That's incredible. They went, "Oh, you're in the studio already recording for this character. Okay, you can be a gun. Enjoy." Oh man, that's brilliant. So, next up is Lycaon. I always forget how to say it. Lycaon? I'm going to go with Lycaon. Sure. What to do with him? I need to check actually. 2 minutes 40. So similar length to Nekomata's. I think we're then going to be in a similar tier. I think we're going to get a similar quality. It's going to be our little introduction now to a different group because all of our characters so far have been the Cunning Hares and we've kind of seen them all working together. So I think we're going to get then hints at Elle and Zhou coming in the future, hints at some of the other characters. I think this will be really solid as well. So I think in C and I think just above Nekomata's. Okay, here we go then. Wolfishly Charming. Let's give this a watch. Okay. With Corin and Lycaon.
We have obtained the item you requested.
A golden. This is going to be something completely stupid, isn't it?
It seems this area
Or do we not get to see it?
cleaning.
Okay. Here we go then. I love how every character in Zenless has such a unique way of attacking, right? Like, we just have a character that just kicks people. Like, characters don't necessarily need weapons. I guess his weapons are his boots, right? I feel like I remember start of the game, everyone was like, this is the character you need. This is the one. Oh no. Do we get to see what's inside these boxes? I hope so. Catching them. Boom. Man, this is such clean animation, isn't it? I can't believe that this is the pre-quality jump of the limited characters. And then now we get the ultimate animation. Okay, come on. Let's see what's in the box. What is that?
This is the one!
Is that a bamboo in a golden toilet?
Take my eyes off of it.
Thank you for using Victoria Housekeeping.
Okay,
We look forward to
sure.
serving you again.
I forgot this was a Zenless trailer. Oh, and a little post credits, I guess, is the way of putting it. Okay. Again, that was so cool. I do think. Okay. We're gonna make our first big changes, and I think I want to do this. I think that felt like we had, or okay, no, I want to do something like this. These two felt quite similar to me in terms of quality level. I think it was Billy's one. We got so much personality out of it. Lycaon's one. I think the funny, like, we have then the, I guess, flashback of how they got these boxes to this guy, and then the reveal of what's in those boxes. I think for me, with each time I've done these rankings, I kind of make up as we go along what kind of things I prioritize. And I think for this, kind of the craziness and the fun that they're having with these trailers, because I think that's what Zenless can do with their IP, right? It's less like, I think for Star Rail, we get a lot of that craziness out of the Trailblazers, talking points, talking options, right? And I think Zenless, it just kind of bleeds out of everything that they do. Like, it's all fun. It's not taking itself super seriously, and I think I'm gonna probably factor that as quite a big factor as the rankings go. Yes, Zenless does have a higher age rating, so I have seen a bit of that Burnice trailer, and I'm not I don't think I'm mentally prepared. It's been a long time since I will have seen that, but that was everywhere. So I think we're in for quite the surprise. But anyway, next up is Grace. Grace's trailer, 2 minutes 16. I think in general, a shorter trailer I'm going to be a little bit more harsh with. I think because we're still in the standard, but it is a 5-star, I think probably we'll end up top of D. I guess we'll see. I think I'm happy with that placement. Let's give it a watch. Here we go.
You're still not done, sis?
Patience, sweet pea. Let me fix this child first.
This is Grace, and was that Kaleda talking?
They found a mechanical ethereal at the scene.
Really?
Mechanical?
No.
Okay, I think we are getting quite a bit of personality out of Grace here, which I think is cool. And music-wise? Man, I love how well-matched all of these songs feel. Like, they all feel really Zenless styled, but really, really matching the characters that we're seeing. Which I guess Hoya's always been amazing at music. But these feel even more that we're getting those personalities out. Like, I'm tuning into like some of the words in the music, and it's like, these are all words that I'd associate with this character. I do think she needs to maybe spend a bit less time thinking about machines. That would be my advice to her. Oh, that's an interesting point. Kaleda doesn't have a trailer or a demo, at least not that I could see. Which, of the other standard S ranks, are there any others?
You're unbelievable, sis. You poof at the mere mention of mechanical enemies.
Don't worry, I can take care of myself. And you got here just in time, didn't you, sweet pea?
That's crazy.
That's why you're the president. So dependable.
Nice things.
Now, how about you let
I do,
looky-loo inside this child?
I really, really like that each of these trailers it doesn't feel like we've been solely one character trailers, which I think is really, really cool. Like, the things I've been enjoying most about the trailers, teasers, animated shorts that we've been seeing in Genshin Star Rail so far are when there's that multi-character interaction, because I think there's so many personality elements that we can get by seeing interactions with other characters that you can't get, I think, if it's just character and NPC. So yeah, I think that was really good as well. Is it okay? I think it was better than Nekomata's, but for me, it wasn't quite at the level of these top two. I think we're going to be in for some massive, massive changes to this list very, very soon. The second we start getting into these limited ones. But so far, this one I'm having a great time with. Yes, I think I'm happy with that as my placement for right this second. Next up, we have Rina, who has a 2-minute 29 trailer. I think we're going to be, with these guys, I think it's going to be a tier above. Grace's the only thing I've really got to go off on that front is the length. Other than that, I think I wish Billy's as a prediction was higher, but I think Lycaon's one was really, really classy. So I think I'm going to put her here in C tier, and that's going to be my prediction. So here we go. Rina, Rules for Wanderers Lost. Another member of Victoria Housekeeping.
Wanderer lost. Do you know the rules of this forbidden domain?
Okay, this is a fun way of starting us off.
Number 1. No
I
trespassing
have to say,
on private
I love
property.
the bang boos.
Violators.
I think they're such a good addition.
Number 2. Good children will be
They-
rewarded.
I'm not going to make any comment.
As for the naughty ones.
And again, such a different style of music that feels so eerie, ghostly, but in a playful way, right?
Number 3.
Also love how good all of this looks in terms of lighting. They're really keen on what's bright, what's dark. There's so much attention put into this. There's our ultimate animation.
Number 4. The mirror
Yeah.
always shows you
This is,
your own reflection.
I think... Okay. We'll wait and see what the little post-splash art part does for
You're
us.
awake. How do you feel?
Okay.
Oh, I prepared this.
There's
meal
Ellen
with
Joe in the
care to
background.
assist in your recovery. Have a taste, won't you?
Oh my god.
Rina,
That does not look nice. And it's
Show
the
some
bang
mercy.
boot having the food.
Well then, Sir Lycaon, please accept it.
I have recalled a task I've yet to finish.
Is that her
Excuse
good
me.
attempt at cooking? Is this her?
Then, Corin?
Number 5. Don't eat anything made by Rina. Unless you're me.
I think that little bit at the end stepped it up for me. It's I think we're up with these guys. Okay. We're gonna do this already. I don't know if I'm happy about it, but I think there's gonna be so much that we have going on later that I don't think we've got much of a choice. But yeah, that's gonna be my little shift for now. And I think that's I'm happy with that placement. Next, we have Soldier 11. First, I want to check the trailer length, 1 minute 39. Okay. For me, then that puts it in the lower tier. I think it's going to be below Grace's and towards the top end of what the current D tier is. And I think I'm okay with that. I guess we'll see. This fun fact was my first S rank. I skipped Ella Joe, lost the 50-50 on Yixuan to I think a second Soldier 11, and that was my start. That was my start to the game. Or Zhu Yuan, sorry, not Yixuan. Yixuan was way later. That's that was my start of the game. I imagine this is a core memory for some of you, having those like specific songs that you knew how to you knew the timing to click to get the to get the infused attacks. That was a core memory of my my Zenless. But yeah, so I'm gonna put her towards the top end of the current detail. Here we go.
Military ID verified. Defense Force, Soldier 11. Customized training program
Okay,
activated.
we're in the like
Highest.
virtual training,
Highest.
the HDD areas.
Begin.
1. I imagine this song is actually pretty close to that full infusion timing. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And I love that how they've been. All of these have been in that cinematic aspect ratio. They were doing some cool stuff by like shrinking it there to give a more immersive effect into what was happening specifically. Okay. And that's time for the ultimate animation. Yep, there we go. And now we're in full-blown animated. We've got deflecting bullets like Kirito.
Training complete.
That was cool. That sword flip. Then we get the splash, and now let's get a little bit of a little ending bit of personality. Okay, well that was still really great. I don't think it gave us quite the personality that we were getting for some of the ones above, and I think as like a trailer, as like a demo of a character, I think it was really solid. But for me, for this list, we're going to be prioritizing some of the more fun elements, the more interesting elements. Sadly, that's also going to include some of the weirder ones. We're going to get to that, but yeah, there wasn't a lot more extra. Yes, that was all quite a bit later, right? I guess this is a good point to say. I am so unbelievably behind on anything and everything Zenless. I got really used to doing dailies. If for those of you that's been around this channel for a long time, used to speed run my dailies every day. Why, you ask? Absolutely no idea. It just got me used to YouTube and got me started, really. But I got so used to doing Zenless dailies quickly that I just do that now. That's just my routine. So it's saving up polls. I've got a few level 1 characters that when I properly get back into it, then we're in the money. But for now, it's doing some of the Fall Guys stuff. That's my main Zenless fun. So as you guys said, we are moving over to the first limited character, Ellen Joe. Now, just to get a quick check, 2 minutes 39, uniform, shark tail, scissors. This is where I think we're going to see the jump. We're going to see a whole bunch of personality. We're going to see a whole bunch of like character to character interactions. We're going to see a whole lot more. Where do I think that places her? I'm going to be a little bit harsh because we can't change this tier list. I'm going to put her top of C. I'm only because I'm anticipating the level is just going to get higher and higher, especially as we jump into things like season 2. I have a feeling we're going to see massive jumps with characters like Miyabi and Evelyn and like some of those characters that I feel like the game was building up to. So my harsh pick is going to be putting her top of C. Prove me wrong, trailer. Prove me wrong. also find it so cool that they're so creative with the animal elements of characters. Oh, this is really vibey. Did they scratch off a scratch ticket with her tail? Feels like this is an anime opening to the daily life of Ellen Joe anime. And then we get the character abilities. And I love just the, like, unashamed fun that they have with, like, the animation. Like, you can see it everywhere, like, with those enemy animations, with expressions. They're so much more creative with just the animation itself. I'm also really liking just the amount of color that we're getting. There's the ultimate. Yeah, really, really solid. Let's see what our little extra bit is.
I found you.
Aww.
Let's go. Remember the store I mentioned?
The three of you can go without me.
Seriously? But the more the merrier. Ow. Gotcha.
She got a lollipop.
I didn't agree yet.
You should buy me ice cream in return.
No way. Mona was the one who bought this.
Sounds right.
Her juggling her life with the Victoria Housekeeping Co. and her school life, her friends. That's really cool. We're 100%. Like, I think there's no question of this being a full tier above what we've seen so far. I think we got effectively what was the best of all the trailers we've seen so far, if that makes sense. Like, some of the trailers were really good with, like, the personality we were getting out of characters. Some of them were really good in terms of the music and the vibes, like closely matching those characters. And I think with this one, they managed to do both of those things in the one trailer, which for the ones we've had so far, I don't think they've as solidly executed on. Am I gonna... Okay. I feel like this is in my head the current split between what we've got, because I think the level's just going to be set here now with we're just up there now at higher level. So Zhu Yuan, my first limited S rank. The problem for me with the predictions, as those of you who have joined me before, how good do I think they're going to get is the question we're playing, because I think they will keep upping the level, because that's what Hoyo does. They see this trailer style works, we're going to up it. We're going to go more in this direction. We're going to go more in this direction. We're going to put more budget. What does that mean for this trailer overall? I think for me, I'm split between B and C. I think it's going to be better. Do I think it's going to be better than Ellen's? Yes. But it's just a question of how much better. How will I feel? How do I feel about the power creep that's coming? I'm going to be critical. Today, we're going for hard accuracy. Let's see. So I've put Zhu Yuan in C. Happy about it? Not particularly, but here we go then. Let's watch the trailer. Captain Overtime.
Look who it is. This is Zhu Yuan, a public security officer. She's among the best in criminal investigations. Assuming no surprises, she's ready to handle.
Is this like a ad for the police force?
All right, leave it to me.
My cat got stuck up there. My cat's like.
Oh, here come the surprises.
Where's the... That is a rather large cat.
I'll be right there.
Should you accidentally fall into a hollow, worry not, citizen. Officer Zhu Yuan and her team will rush there at once.
I'm on site. Commencing rescue.
Here we go. Man, seeing blueprints for the gun. Seeing these then shooting animations.
And that's a review of our recent tasks.
Okay.
I cannot stress this enough. Once
Seth,
we enter the hollow to deal with this, it's
Qingyi. God, I'm mixing up character names.
I'm in a meeting. I can't talk. Oh, for dinner. Yeah,
Ooh.
I'd like
Zhu Yuan hangs up. Her mother's call leaves her feeling
Oh, it's a mother.
was a
Aw.
private call. So not a word to anyone. Now back to our topic. In the hollows, we have to fight a theory.
Who is this narrator slash
The number of
filmer?
permissible mistakes is 0.
Also find it so cool how well that they show like the power of this gun with like the way she moves, like the way she spins. I think they do such a good job with just animations across the board in this game. Like everything feels a bit cartoony, a bit anime.
It's quitting time. The hardworking Zhu Yuan has chosen to work late today.
No way. My work's already done. Hey, Mom. I just got off work. Need me to bring something home? Yeah.
That was,
See you soon.
I think, really good. I
See you later.
hold
too.
off on what I'd like to do with the placement until we get to the list. I think Ellen's was better. I really liked it, and I like the character of Zhu Yuan more, but I think I like Ellen's trailer better. I think we just got a bit more of that life as a... Well, we got... Okay, I was going to say we got a bit more of like life as a somewhat normal person through the friends that she has, her interactions with those friends, her kind of double life that we're getting hints at. Then Zhu Yuan's one, we get, I guess, life as a police officer and life as part of that team. And I just think Ellen's had a little bit more substance to it. And yeah, there's, I think, a lot to look forward to. What I've got to go off of is how much I think Hoyo likes the characters. And the names you put there, very much on my list of what I'm expecting to be quite good. So next we have Qingyi. I'm gonna put her below these. I'm gonna put her below these. We're gonna go off of a slightly delusional theory that I don't think they'll be able to do 2 ultra good trailers, and I think they're gonna go all in on Jane. So Qingyi, I'm gonna put just below these guys and see. We're gonna start seeing some movement upwards in the tier list, in the predictions tier list at the very least. As we're getting later, but yeah, happy with that. Here we go. Qingyi's trailer. Youthful appearance, old soul. Starting with the black screen again. Playing Chinese chess. There's a proper name for this that I just have no idea. Qingyi. Oh, I should really have captions on. I usually do, but I turn them off for whatever reason.
Another game nearby requires my attention.
And don't forget this.
Why did he have staff? That's sure.
Officer Qingyi has
No, don't steal from the poor little Bang Boo.
you youngsters.
Here we go then. So, for her weapon, they're like nunchucks but bigger, right? I think there's a different name for it. I might be making it up, but...
Don't forget about us.
Oh.
What are you doing here?
Defending our community is just like playing chess. We won't concede.
Nice. The whole gang's together. This is so... What? And we're back to them having fun with animations. What was that? That was incredible.
Carson Cannon. Officer Chen, seems you're not as fast as you used to be.
Thanks, but some of us aren't made of steel or battle ready on break.
It's them you should be thanking.
Huh? Them?
Checkmate.
It's incredible.
What is with this game?
I think I like it more than these two so far. I do think they really it's that fun element, right? That playful, they're playing around with what they're doing with the character, what they're doing with the side characters, their animations. We're getting her personality, but we're getting so much personality out of those older guys, and I think that just adds so much to it. And then transformable staff, nunchucks, electric baton. It's a fun weapon. Yeah, I actually own a bow staff, but anyway, that's a different story. But yeah, I think it's quite cool. I love how creative they are with weapons. Like I feel like we've seen that progression from Genshin being you have one of these weapons. They started to be a bit more creative with the weapons, I think, a bit later. But then Star Rail, now we've got all these kinds of weapons that are quite suited to the characters' personalities. And I feel like then in Zenless, they kind of take that and they go, what's the most fun that we can have with that? Like, Qingyi's weapon is such like a bizarre weapon, but it really fits her as like being adaptable and being like in control of this crazy electric transforming stick. And I think they just, and like Lycaon with his boots, Ellen with a like pole arm that's kind of got scissors at the end, and it's like they just have so much creativity, and it's amazing to see that all come out. Okay, next is Jane's. So I think what I know about Jane, they are going to go completely overboard. How do I feel about that as a ranking measure? This is the point where I've got to make a decision on this. It's like, do I condone it? Or do I go, you know what, they know exactly what they're doing, and it's clearly worked. Please don't judge me. Jane character demo. Deadly interrogation. Of course we're tied up. Of course she's touched us with her foot.
Boss sent me. Repay you.
Why have they done this with like the 3D audio? Oh no.
Have something to say.
Yeah.
Be careful now. I don't want to hear anything that might damage.
I don't think I'm ready.
The goods were stolen. I always change my routes, but that guy knew right where I'd be.
Oh wow, look at this like drawn animation.
So you're saying
I've mentioned this in some of our previous ones, but I love when they changed like and used like super specific art, like drawn art, painted art, ink art, that kind of thing. Oh no. No, I didn't mean this. When I said I like drawn art, like I like this part, not that bit. Oh my god.
Boss hates liars.
Don't sit there.
He'll have me dispose of you.
No. I'm telling the truth. There's still
What
one
is
last
this?
shipment tomorrow. Then you'll know I wasn't the one who took the goods.
So, there's a shipment tomorrow.
Wait.
And like this then animation is really good.
Hi.
Okay. What a music shift. And look at this like combat animation. Oh my god. Like, I'm guessing they've done this with like 3D and then almost like drawn over, put like post-processing on it, and then quite a few like hand-drawn elements. This looks incredible. This is, okay. I'm...
It's you! You think our boss got played by you like that, you dirty rat?
We've met before. And you don't recognize me? How is
And now we're back to
it?
it.
Such terrible eyesight. How about... Just kidding. You still have lots of confessing to do.
And why is it coming out my out of this ear? That was honestly like that feels like almost a bigger quality jump than we've seen from here to here. Like from the previous ones to this one. That was, as much as like in my heart I want to condone the over sexualization. It was like the way that they were flipping between art styles. They know what they're doing with it. They've done. You can't have done much better a job within their bounds than what they did. I think. So, I think I'm pretty. I think it's gotta be S with where we are. What did I? Okay, I did predict it S. It was a good decision. Granted, a decision made on a different basis, but peak femme fatale character. I cannot think of a better fictional example that makes quite as much sense as her. Yeah, they knew what they were going for. They knew how they were designing the character. I also like when she came out. I don't think I did see this trailer, but I did the story at the time, and I was really, really surprised with how much character there was to her outside of all of that, right? Because I was like, okay, I see what they've done. They've designed a character like this. I'm not buying into it. And then like actually playing the story, I think they did such a good job of actually not just making her a substanceless men bait, basically. I think they did such a good job with personalities. She's the same VA as Yao Yao. That is ridiculous. Who sat there? Which hiring manager was like, so you've worked on this in Genshin. How about this? And they go, yeah, seems good to me. That is something else. Next up, we have Caesar. Caesar's one, I don't know what to do with. For me, like, Caesar character I did pull for, but she was like I pulled for her because, oh, you need a shielder, you need this, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. But I think in terms of like personality, I didn't connect with her much until I played the story. And then that one like cutscene of the big explosion, right, was so incredible. And if that's what they were doing in a cutscene in game, what the hell are they going to do with this trailer? I don't think we'll reach the level. Okay, wait. What are some? I'm going to have to make some tough decisions down the line. If it's going to keep, I was going to say, I don't think it's the same tier as Jane. And so I think my guess would be A or B. I think I'm going to go B. I'm going to be a little bit harsh. We'll see see how it does. But yeah, I think before that, I'm going to quickly catch up on chat. So yeah, I think the quest was just so well done. Like I was expecting her to be such like a one-dimensional bad guy that's like overly seductive, and that's what I was expecting from her character. And I think the way that they did that story was just so well put together. How far am I? Well, I am very much behind. Very, very much. With the amount of days I've played the game, you wouldn't think I'm behind, but I've basically just been doing dailies for like the last ages. And so I don't think I've even set foot in 2.0. So that's kind of the level where we're at. Of these trailers, I've not seen like 90% of them. And if I have, I will have seen them whenever they came out, which was ages ago. Definitely haven't seen anything kind of 2.0 onwards, and for before 2.0, I probably haven't seen a lot. And then, yeah, I think the TV mode, I think was fun. I think there was too much of it. I think I enjoyed it for parts, but then when it was like, I now have to do like 10 side quests that I've got, and all of them were TV mode, then I think it got a little bit frustrating. I was on team reduce it, but don't get rid of it. But I do think it's a shame that they've kind of gone with the masses and got rid of the things that made it much more unique. Don't get me wrong, I still think that it's got a really solid place in the space. Even if they lost a lot of those initial players on launch, I think it's really solid, and I'm really excited to get caught up on it. But my current priorities are getting caught up on Star Rail, getting caught up on Genshin, and then we'll come to Zenless and get caught up. And by that point, I'll be massively behind on the others again, and we'll be in some endless loop. But yeah, so Caesar, I think I'm going to put in B, and I think we'll just run it. Let's see then how this trailer does. A turtle, the motorbike. This smoke is all like hand-drawn, which is great. Like 2D animation. Okay. We're in like screamo metal music. Man, I think they did such a good job with like designing this area and the faction here. I love, yeah, how unique all the factions are. And this doesn't feel like a Caesar trailer. This feels like Sons of Caledon? Is that the group trailer? Yeah. Oh, this like processing effect looks incredible as well. Oh my god, look at this like animation. Okay. I know I've been like really highly rating the personalities and that we're getting through, but this is just sheer like quality in animation. Like, that whole fight scene was just so fluid, so like gritty, so well like choreographed. Was this necessary? Was why would they? Okay. I forgot this was a Zenless trailer. Is this the level now? They went, oh, people like this from Jane. Let's just go all in. Okay. My heart tells me dock points for that, but I'm not going to. Okay. I think what I'd like to do is this. For with how we've got the list right now. Because although I think we got a lot more of the fun personalities and the kind of life in Eridu or new Eridu from these guys that I've now put in beta, I think just so that quality of that fight in like the riding, the switching of styles, the just fluidity of those fighting animations, that just looked so incredible. And my heart tells me it has to go in the same tier of these and be docked down points because of that scene. But if we start doing those things, I think the whole list is screwed. So yeah, you know what? Sure, necessary. Okay, that's gonna be my placement right now. So next we have Burnice's. This was everywhere when this one came out. I feel like everyone and their mother saw this. Like you played games and you probably saw this trailer. The thing I'd like to check. So this is 2.4 million views. This is 13 million views. Man, what I do to get that on my channel. Anyway, no, that's not the point. The question is in what order? Because this trailer, I think, does everything it sets out to do perfectly. If the bits of it I remember are correct. And I think we are going to go in this order, even though I think excluding like the really like I think Jane's trailer was so well put together. I do think I think just the sheer presence that this had in the world gives it its placement. Here we go. Not sure I'm ready.
Give me a mug of your finest. You got it.
Here we go then. It's time for the brain rot to begin.
Taste like regret. So before you drink, we gotta take care of whatever's struggling. What can I get for you?
Oh no. Here we go.
Some snacks? Oh, a little flames. Mocktails mixer's eyes. The snacks are real nice.
I think the thing that's so like, it's so unashamedly what it is. And it's just all the other characters are starting to get it in their heads. Like, first they seem annoyed, then they start nodding their heads. It's just so... Oh my god.
3, 2, 1, fire!
I will say there is an amount of money for me to do this dance on this channel, as much as it would like, as much as I'd hate to do it. I can be bought. Man, it's so... it just makes you do the bobbing to it. Like, it's just... I think they've just done it so well. And it's kind of... Has it gone on in her head? Is she tired because she's been doing that all night? And then fall. Yep.
Burnice passed out on the counter again?
But she was up all night chatting with her friends again.
Where was that Seriously? All right, lend me a hand. I'll take her home. Careful of the drool.
And I love how she's just drooling, kind of mumbling, still asleep as this all happens. That was incredible. I don't think... I think it is quite easily here. The real question is, are we going to commit to this early on? And on this list, we can continue to change it as we go. I think I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay with it for right now. That was real solid. That's going to be in my head for the next like month. I don't know. That's maybe I'll have to go rewatch it at the end, but that is, yeah. I'm not going to commit to it on the predictions list for the time being. For one, I can't. But once the third one is there, I can choose to bump it up. But I think right now, she's going to sit in SS. We'll see if anything can compete with that. I'm not so sure, but yeah, happy with that right now. Next up, let's check the length. We have Yanagi's 99 plus to-dos. This is another character I own. A character that still gets use in my Miyabi team whenever I decide to actually do some of the repeatable content in the game. What do I think? I think we've jumped up to a higher level. I think we're gonna take a step back. We're gonna be here. I think this is gonna be my prediction for right now. Although Caesar's was really, really good, we did miss that extra personalities bit. I've completely erased that ending scene from my mind. I just want that to be clear. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do with Yanagi's. So let's give it a watch. 2 minutes 49.
This month's financial statement. Looks good.
Red bean buns.
Phew, done.
Was it Yanagi or
Now
Miyabi
I
who's
keep
obsessed with
signature.
red bean
Come to
buns?
think of it, it's been a while since I've had a red bean bun.
Okay, I think that answers my question.
Oh wait, today's training day. I need to get this document to the chief before she leaves.
And this is our first proper look at this group from the trailers themselves, at least. Obviously, we had that was unnecessary. Sorry, we've had Sukaku in the roster for a while.
Where's Chief?
And Miyabi's gone missing. Of course, she has. God, yeah, sure. You know what? They did have personalities.
Chief, are you there?
Our view of some of the other groups. I think I love those bits where we see multi-character integrations, even in...
Excuse me, have you seen...
I'm not sure this was the place to check.
She's not here either. Sorry.
I think what's really cool about this one so far is we're going with like... Oh no, the music's kicking in. But we spent a lot of time not going vibey music, which for the last few we haven't really... It's a bit unique. So there's our ultimate animation. Is that it in terms of like character animations that we're gonna see?
Chief, Miyabi. Oh, Miyabi.
Spent a whole day looking for...
What am I doing?
Sold out so quickly today.
A young lady just bought them all.
Oh no, they're sold out.
The red bean buns are already sold out.
I love that she needs to stand on a box
Red
to...
bean buns. I remember you liked them.
Aww.
Chief got a ton of red bean buns.
Was she the one that bought them all? Aww.
All right, let's eat them together.
I called dibs on the biggest one.
Hey, that one's for Tsukishiro.
It's okay,
This has
Sukaku.
felt so, like, we went so in depth in personality there. Like, we've just gone from the, like, going constantly with craziness of like vibing, like music taking over everything. Whereas this one, it felt we got a little snippet into a character's life. I did okay. To be honest, I think we're here. And I think above Caesar's for me. Even though I think the Caesar one was like incredible in terms of like animation quality, I think they just did such a good job of like showing some of those other characters' personalities without showing it, like without telling us that that's how they work. Seeing a snippet into Yanagi's life, learning about some of her challenges, some of her difficulty. We had that moment where boom, here's the animation, the high intense moment, and then we're back to the reality, which is kind of, I guess, a bit like her character, right? Very administrative, very looking after the team, very taking on those responsibilities. And then when she needs to take action, takes action fast, resolute, deals with things, and then back to her responsibilities. I think they did so good with that. I'm quite happy with an aid placement there. So next is lighter. Lighters, I have no idea. 1 minute 30. Normally, I bump things down for being shorter. But with lighters, I feel like even being short feels quite to Lighter's personality. Like, obviously not him being short, but like, I don't know. In my brain, it's somehow fitting. I'm gonna put him below these two, but I think above these. Yes, this is me succumbing to trailer/demo power creep, but you know what? I think that's okay. So, Lighter's trailer. TKO. That fire animation. The lighter being, I think, 3D, but the actual fire being 2D. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, what they're doing with the colors. Like, that fire's all like 2D animation. Okay, this looks amazing. Oh my god. There's our ultimate. Oh my god. This looks amazing. And now he's in like the octagon. Sure. Okay, this is like a masterclass in just color, animation styles, like changing your focus based on what's bright, based on what's still got color. Okay. I hate that they're doing such a good job with having each trailer feel so different from the last. Like, I wish all the trailers were really good at a certain thing and only did that, because that would make this list so much easier. It would be, I could just go, yep, we got more personality here, so that's good. All of them are personality based. That's all it needs. But like, some of them, like the Yanagi's one was really good, but it's not like we were doing a lot with music, and not like we were doing a lot with like that raw quality of animation. Whereas Lighter's one, really short, but like every like half second is so like fine tuned to be what it needs to be. They know exactly. I think I want to do this. For me, I think it needs something more in terms of substance to hit that S tier. And because I'm so acutely aware that we're gonna, like, I know Miyabi's gonna make her way up there because Hoyo loved that character. I imagine that all of our Void Hunters. Void Hunters? I think they're Void Hunters. Will end up there somehow, some way. And we're going to get way over congested in there. So I think he's top of A at the moment. And I think I'm happy with that. Next, we have Harumasa. What to do with him? 3 minutes 56. Now, do I think the fact that they gave this character for free will be a detriment to this trailer? Partly. But I'm gonna put him here. You guys have been hinting that the quality jump is where we're at it. I'm gonna be a doubter. Is it because I'm too scared of putting too many things too high too early, which always happens and always messes me up? Yes. And I think okay. This is my choice. Prove me wrong. When the crows perch. Whoa. Whoa.
No.
This is full anime. Is this a character demo? What? Oh my god.
A new mission. Tracking down a murderer.
Okay. We've got some, This is not even slightly what I was expecting. Look at this. Oh my god.
Is it usually so crowded at this time of day?
Such like eerie, spooky music. Oh my god. We're seeing this. He's feeling watched. People's faces are blurred.
Who are you talking about?
This is.
No, I'm not a monster. I'm not. I didn't hurt anyone. It wasn't me.
What?
It wasn't me.
Are we? Okay, it feels like we finally. It's finally Zenless. What the hell? And then we're just back in it. Oh my god.
I did it to become an ethereal. It wasn't me. It wasn't.
This is incredible. Is that a dream? Or like, is this just the start of his next day? Oh my god. Use it and I'll save a kid. This is insane. I don't know what more to add. I'm just in shock.
Hey, kiddo.
We're back at this full anime.
Don't be afraid.
And the kid's gonna be scared of him.
I'll get you out of here.
Oh.
What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that?
And now the next day and he's not waking up. Happy birthday. chance on making it this far. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I didn't know we'd be going anywhere near this kind of tone, this kind of... Oh my god. Okay. My heart tells me I want to do this. Like, and I don't have an order for them. My own rules. Only one can sit in there at any time. Is the way to do this doing this, and I'll make a decision later? That was insane. Like, I can tell you, around here is, I think, in terms of story, where I'm not caught up on. Like, that's how far back I am in the game. The stories are taking these kinds of darker turns, these more complex characters. Like, that was gritty. That was dark. That was... I'm a little bit just in shock. It's like the only reason I view these as them similar, they're 100% above Jane's. Like, it's not, there's a gap between this, but it's like the virality and like the catchiness of Burnice's versus the just insane storytelling that we just got. Okay. Everyone, consider these the same. We'll pretend that they are exactly the same. And what does that mean for the trailers going forward? Okay, how in my brain I like to delude myself and go, oh, there's no way they can do 2 insane trailers in one patch. I knowing how loved this character is, knowing how loved Miyabi is, and that's the level now. I think Burnice is in trouble. I'm gonna do that. She's overtaken the top prediction. Let's see. 2 minutes 35. Miyabi's character demo.
I'm on the train. All right, I'll do it now.
Again, we're in this. We're feeling much more cinematic and much more... I remember, like, so early on in the game, that one cutscene of Miyabi, and it was like, oh my god, the animation for this game is insane. Like, look at how good this looks. Oh my god. This combat. Oh, and the drawn of the blue flame. I think we're in trouble with this list. Oh my god, look at this. I'm Oh my god, and now we're in... Every time this kind of art comes up in like trailers and animated shorts, and now we're in full anime. Oh, guys. Oh. I'm at a loss here, guys.
Nagi and I are back!
Oh.
Is today's training to argue with cats?
Communicating with wild beasts is an important part of training.
Chief, are you making up imaginary enemies again?
Meow.
Meow. Oh god. Like, that was insane. This is my I think like Harumasa's one, the times then we went into 3D felt a little bit like you're taking like a step back from that darker tone that you had with the anime style. Whereas this, it felt like we were moving between art styles, and it all felt unbelievably intentional. And I think it flowed so well. And that was just like a masterclass in animation. Okay, I need a genuine answer here. Is it gonna get better? Because I'm in fear. I've previously had conversations with some people in the comments, and there was talk about a competition between the games, who's got the best character trailers, who's got the best whatever. If that's the level, I don't think there is a competition. Like, I think Genshin stuff in Nodokrai has been insane. Some of the Star Rail things have been completely insane, but that wasn't like, that felt so good. And it's like we're like halfway. Well, in practice they keep getting better and better and keep stepping it up and up. Like, oh my god. Okay, well, that's our current SS. I could choose to move her up, but I'm gonna leave her here for the time being. We'll see if we make that move later. Next up is Astra Yao. And I also think they're gonna go above and beyond with this. This is gonna be like very musical, very vibey. Okay. My heart says S, but I don't think I can with the state of this list now. Because I'm gonna want to put all of these guys now in S. Okay, wait. Okay, I think one of Astra Yao and Evelyn are going to be a sacrifice. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put Astra in A. We're going to basically have everything in S, and it's going to be just... I don't even know. Going forward, almost all of these are really in the setting of post-apocalypse. Every character has a super depressing backstory. That's so good. I think Hoyo's so good at giving us, at least like more recently, I think in all of the games we've been getting so much more complex characters. Like, I think for a time we were getting a lot of like one-dimensional characters, quite this is their personality type and that's all there is to it. Whereas like, I feel like recently everyone's got some kind of complicated backstory. There's more than one thing going on, or if there's one thing going on, they do it damn well. Like for example, Burnice's trailer, we've just got, she's a little bit dumb, she's a little bit in her own head and head in the clouds, and they execute on that perfectly. But like, I think just multi-faceted, well-written characters. Hoyo's just been smashing it out of the park recently. Okay, we're gonna go with A. Okay, we're going with A. We're going with A. I'm gonna regret this.
Staying true.
Okay.
To myself.
This feels like an ad.
Validation. I was born free.
Okay, it is an ad. Okay. Interesting. We've not really seen
For a day. Come with me.
Phaeton? Phaeton in these trailers. Y isn't Belle. There we go. My brain, it took a while to get the characters. Oh, this feels like a completely different... We're on like a little travel vlog between the two of them. And I think the music is so good here. Getting a quick selfie with some fans. Going on a shopping trip.
So tired. I'll remember this.
I also think we've got like so much expressiveness from...
As a thank you for spending the day with me, I've
like,
got a gift for you.
I think for some trailers, especially early on in Genshin and Star Rail, you felt it can feel a little bit restricted by the 3D animation.
What about that gift?
This doesn't feel
It's right in front of you.
even like we've got any holding back. Man. Look, characters that sing for me is like a big old plus. That's all I can say on that front. Man, this looks so good. And like the 2D animation for these stars. This is, again, another... I feel like we're jumping from, like, vibe to vibe to vibe. Like, we've got, oh, now we're doing really cool combat. Now we're doing really depressing dark story. Now we're doing a nice shopping trip with a song at the end, but it works so damn well. I don't like it. I want to do this. For me, I think I liked it more than Jade. Okay. I think no, I'm happy like this. I think Burnice is of just the spectacle that it was, and Harumasa's in the... I don't like this. Can I just go, yeah, I like them all. Good. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this for now. The problem I have with like all of these at this higher tier, they feel so like interchangeable, like for me, because they all execute so well on different things. And I think that's amazing. Like, I'm loving that we've got all these different characters with different personality types with completely different trailers, and Hoyo's like completely unafraid to like do wildly different things. We've only seen this, I think, more recently in the other games. What was quite cool is like as Zenless came out, as Star Rail came out, Star Rail started experimenting with things that then kind of fell back then to be integrated in Genshin. And it feels like Zenless is just the same. Zenless has just gone like, there's no care for budget for each of these trailers. We're just going to make as good a trailer we can for each character. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy for talking this way, but yeah, that's... It's gonna get harder and harder, isn't it? Next is Evelyn.
Bella.
Oh, wow, that got started real quick. In my name. It's gonna be good. Okay. It's gonna be my harsh prediction. Because as I'm sure you guys have seen, I like at least some kind of balance in the tier list. This is my sacrifice to that. I'm gonna be so wrong.
Bella. Let's go with that.
You've used it. Ella, Sophia.
Okay, we're like spy noir style music.
It's just a name. Nothing more.
Oh, this like shot like that. Oh, I can't describe just how they're doing so good with those poses.
This place ain't easy. You got skill. Tell me, what's your...
I'm...
Glenn, new mission.
Roger.
I think what's really cool here is, compared to, like, say, Miyabi's one was all about how cool her combat animation looked in those, like, fights. Whereas this, it's... I think what's making this so special is, like, how animated all the characters she's fighting are, and just her poses in between her kind of effortlessness to this makes it so much classier. Because, like, a lot of these are like, she has a pose here, a pose there, a pose, and, like, the animation is happening around her.
You know.
And this is how she ended up with the mission of protecting.
Hang on. You really are cold as steel. After all these jobs together, at least say goodbye to me using your real name.
All right, I get it. I'll use my real name for this one.
Aww.
No, burned again. You're back, Evelyn.
And that reaction to hearing her dressed by a real name. That was so good. That was so good. Ah. Ah. That was incredible. And I do think that each character feels so unique. Like, I think, yeah, as you guys have been saying, like, after Lighter, it feels like we've been getting, like, even in this, we have Evelyn, who's a spy, who's been doing these things, or, like, these missions with, like, different identities, like a hitman, and we then get to see that personality flow out of it. Like, I think all of these trailers have been showing the characters and showing the complexities to these characters after we got to a certain point, and it's so hard to differentiate between them. I still feel like the masterclass in animation that we got out of Miyabi's was so... It is just a cut above these, but marginally. Like all of these feel real similar. And I think earlier someone went, if I get to the teasers, don't worry. That'll be, I imagine, our next stop, which I try to do these every week on a Saturday. So see you guys same time next week for the teasers. Is the plan, unless something comes up, I need to delay it or something. But yeah, the aim is to do one of these roughly every week. So we'll be back with the teasers, same format. But anyway, I think for me, like, all of the S rank is currently movable. Yeah, thanks for joining. Have a lovely rest of your day. Yeah, for me, the S tier is so, like, I think the rest of it has somewhat structure that I'm happy with, but these guys are all, it could be in any order. So next is Soldier Zero Anby. This is another one of those complex characters. I think it's going to be really cool to see, I guess, the differences between the original trailer for Anby and this one. I think there's no way this isn't going to be in the S tier. And above these two. I think there's no way. Oh, I've put a asterisk there. Didn't mean to. I just think this is a character that there's so much to do. And this trailer's going to be, or this demo, I should say, is going to be our little entry point to that. Here we go. I put her in S tier.
Attention, number 5,
I think Miyabi's will be better, but I don't know.
Failed. Repeat, number 5, number 7, combat power assessment.
Here we go.
Initiating replica recovery.
So she's a clone, right? But she's the perfect one
isn't up to snuff.
of the, or like a.
They're just replicas.
They made loads of her to have like an army, and she was the best one, if I remember correctly. And Soldier 11 then was another one of those, right? Another one of her, I should say. Man, the way she was flipping those swords around was so fluid. And this feels so similar. You know what? This feels like we're drawing parallels to that first Anby trailer. Oh my god, look at this.
This one's showing promise.
Man, this is like... This is like... Yeah, it looks a lot like the Anby trailer, but like the budget is like 1,000 times more. Okay.
7 seconds. In about 7 seconds, I'm going to fall into that highly etheric
And I guess
zone.
we're now seeing reasons for that
most aggressive ethereals
calculative nature.
Whenever possible, you should stay away from them. Me? I have no choice.
I feel like before I rank this one, I need to go and rewatch the Anby trailer. Man, look at that. What a, like, composition on the screen.
What a shame. We didn't get anywhere this time. Treat the remaining replicas. We're keeping Silver Squad for now.
Oh, that's so badass.
Captain of Silver Squad. Mission accomplished.
That was really cool. And I think on its own, some of these other ones are better. But I think purely because of this, which I need to see again. I don't think I'm gonna watch like in full. I just want to see like certain, because like her running from this camera angle, we were seeing then her in this kind of area surrounded by guys is what we were seeing. We had then these bluer colors and this fight scene, which kind of came through in the later one.
Why wasn't I invited to the party? Looks like the party isn't over. Get to it.
But yeah, it was like this initial running stuff that we were seeing. And yeah, it's like a grittier, darker take on what is effectively the same character. Which, yeah, you're right, we did see between March 7th and Evernight. So I think because okay. Where to put in here? Here it's gonna be my sure. I'm gonna put there. I'm gonna leave for now. Oh my god, that makes so much sense then that the 1 to 10 and 0 in the Soldier 11 trailer. Yes. Oh my god. And there was something in the description, you say. Okay, I need to go back and look at this now. Soldier 11. Oh my god. Got them all like labeled out with numbers. Defense Force customized training program. And the leaderboard is... That's cool. That's real damn cool. Does that give us a bump? I think the trailer itself wasn't as good. I think Soldier Zero gets a buff because of the previous trailers, whereas I don't think the previous trailers will get a buff as a result of that, even though I think it's such a cool, like, added note. Yeah, damn, that was cool. Next is Trigger. Oh, wait, did I move things here? No, I didn't, right? Okay, good. I was just making sure I didn't make any changes to the predictions tier list. It's against my rules. But yeah, Trigger, what to do with her. We'll go catch up to here. Special Rescue. Why do I have vague... Okay, I think I have like a vague memory of this. Is this like a... There's a kid that's in trouble and she's a sniper, but she goes in and saves the kid. Possibly. I think this is really good. I think I want to put an A, but I'm really worried about how top heavy we're gonna get. I hate that I do this, but I need for my brain, it needs to look nice. I need like it to be flat. I need some nice like normal curve, normal distribution. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna live to regret it. I think we are gonna have to make some harsh moves on the N tier list because currently it feels like everything's S.
There's a confirmed victim from the kidnapping case. Please locate her ASAP. Trigger, report your status.
Copy.
Man, poor kid.
Evac route is in place. I'm on remote support.
Odie.
Let me go! I'm the reinforcements sent by your teddy bear Odie. He's busy driving now. I'll handle all the baddies.
Aww.
Odie, drive.
Roger. The small fries at the back are all yours.
Roger, Commander Odie.
Oh, I love the care that they've got for making the kid not feel scared. This is cool. And what a, like, motion there. I feel like I've not talked about this in a while, but the music has, like, perfect... She slapped it!
Oh, not from here. But from here, it can fire something really powerful.
This is really good. Like... Yeah, the point I was trying to make was, I think the music has fit so well for, like, everything we've been seeing. Like, to begin with, I was making a point of mentioning it because the music was fitting so well and I was surprised by it. But now it's just become the normal. Man, this animation is so good. This is incredible. Boom. Big old shot. Wow.
Did my teddy bear turn into
And we have the return of Soldier 11.
This kind of magic doesn't last long. He's all back to normal now.
That's okay.
Aww.
We made a promise. We'll always have each other's backs. I hope you find an Odie too.
Aww.
Mission accomplished. Let's head back and report.
Didn't expect you to be so good with kids. You had fun?
Not really. It's just part of the job.
I'm afraid
She had
your
fun.
goggles are saying otherwise.
Is it that obvious?
I really liked that. That was... Oh... Okay. Friends, we have to make some changes. I think... Okay, these do feel a tier... It does feel like there's a tier between each of these. I don't really want to add a tier lower down. I don't want to add a tier... I think we have to merge these and do something... Or... Okay, wait. Maybe I'll merge these like this. I'm not hugely happy. There's a lot of things to move. There's a lot of like I think I need to think a lot about how to rank these guys. Because there have to be differences. Like they've all felt such a high quality. Can I? Burnice is feeling really out of place now. But no, I think like the just sheer virality of her trailer, of her demo is a step above. Okay, I think I'm moving Jane's down, and I think I might move Anby's down, and I'm not happy. I think I'm also going to move Harumasa's down and do something more like this. I don't know. I'm real making things up here. Guys having a conversation about whether there's any killing in the characters. I feel like because of like the grittier nature of this, I think there's like implications of like across Hoyo titles, characters having kills. It's never like, I was about to say it's never explicitly shown, but it does feel like we've seen, especially in this trailer, that happening. I guess it's a question of how on the surface are they going to show that or not. But I think for here it's quite hard to refute that was going on. Next is Vivian. This is going to be entirely different again. I think it's going to feel similar to Evelyn, to Astra Yao's. But in a maybe slightly more creepy, stalky way. Which order of these? 4 here. Maybe this? Maybe Vivian's above. I think I'm going to go with that. Let's give the trailer a watch. Are we going back to full anime? Just looking at that,
I hope this letter finds you well.
Oh my god.
This is Vivian. I'm writing a letter for Lord Phaethon.
I feel like I'm like in...
Where should I start?
Some kind of dream.
Do you have a favorite flower, Lord Phaethon?
And we're full anime. Okay.
Oh, you're here. Then let's go.
I can't like comprehend how much jumping between like styles we've been doing.
If we could be together again next year. I don't mean it like that.
Aww.
It's just Willow Bouquet. understand my feelings?
I don't know, like, they're doing so good with, like, the music here. Like, the music, the way everything is presented is so wildly different. I'm just a bit lost. Oh?
Lord Phaethon, is that you?
What is going on here?
Lord Phaethon. Lord Phaethon.
That looks like the gacha animation.
My favorite flowers. Lord Phaethon.
And all of this was I guess that's why it felt so dreamy. Was that a tear?
How amazing it would be to meet you in person. Someday, I'll share with you all that I adore. Vivian.
I'm lost. That was so wildly different to everything else. It feels so hard to stack these against each other, really. Like in terms of like it was such a well put together vibe, like a package that I don't think that they could have executed what they were trying to do any better. So is that kind of the start of the teasers here? Because I feel like we've been getting, like, even from, I think for the later stages, comparing like Genshin, Star Rail, and where we're up to Zenless, we're getting such different, like, a character trailer / demo isn't really the same thing between each of them anymore. Like, is what it feels like. Or at least Zenless feels like we're jumping between so many different styles of thing. How much 3D animation we're showing, going full 2D with like Harumasa's and Vivian's. It's, man, I'm just so overwhelmed and like impressed by what I'm seeing. I think I'm happy with it here. I was about to make a comment about how I'm getting really, there's a lot more women at the top than there are men. But I think that's a statement on just the character roster, right? I was like, am I being biased here? But I've got Harumasa, lighter, and of then the recent ones, everything else is female characters. So next is Hugo Vlad. Or just Hugo here. Leading man of the apocalypse. I'm so lost again on what to do. I think we're up in these higher tiers, but it is a dude. But Harumasa's was incredible, and so was Lighter's. For the sake of my list, we're making a Zenless Zone Zero sacrifice. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's give this then a watch.
Another emergency meeting?
Oh man, I can't miss this.
Okay. We're going very story based. Is what this feels like.
Sorry, I'm running
That's our main man. Was he with Vivian there? I'm guessing he stole like a key or something like that. Key card. There he is.
Our target this time is the leader of Mockingbird, the infamous Phantom
This
Syndicate. Cunning and
is
unpredictable,
so
they often
well
infiltrate
stylized.
gatherings with disguises.
Like, they're doing so, I think similar to Evelyn's, they're doing so much storytelling with, like, not as much animation as some of the others. But it's just as good because it feels so intentional. Oh, magic.
For every heist, they always make a flashy exit. Like he's rubbing it in our faces. One time, we finally had him cornered, backed him into a dead end.
Oh. And again, it's like these freeze frames.
But the bastard found the perfect moment, smashed through a window, and jumped straight into a hollow. The guy's a lunatic.
Farewell, my friends. I shall return. Treasure doesn't shine brightest, lies do. By the covenant of darkness, I shall steal your light.
Ah, look at this.
Your anger is like a dull blade. Can't even cut my shadow.
They're doing so... Just the color. I think the color's what's doing so much for me. Like the flashes of red, the flashes of black.
But today will be the end of Mockingbird. This is his next mark. If we use it as bait... Huh? It's empty. What the... They're already in here?
You already stole it.
How is this any different from regular thievery?
Don't you just love the look on their faces?
It's too flashy.
Relax. Your dirty little secrets are about to come to light. Soon you'll be on your knees begging me for mercy, hypocrites.
And then that nod to his interactions with Lycaon, of which I know very little. It's been quite a while since I mentioned I am not caught up. We're getting deeper and deeper into that territory where I've got no idea what's going on, and I'm so here for it. So yeah, where to put him? Where to put him? I think something like this for me. I think just below Harumasa with where we are right now. Now we're doing the 2.0 jump. What do I think's going to happen? The quality's going to go up. That's if I've learned anything about doing these videos, that's what happens. 4 minutes 14. I think it's going to be in competition with Miyabi's. Is it going to be better? I'm going to guess no. But I'm ready to be proven wrong immediately. So, I think we're ready to, give this a watch. Here we go.
Simulation combat data updated.
Thank you for your hard work, Miss Miyabi. The data entry went smoothly. Here's your coffee. Please enjoy.
Thanks. I'll pass. Who's that over there?
Miyabi being quite heavily shown in this trailer is quite cool.
To compare combat data? Understood. Better not keep her waiting.
Keep her... Oh, Miss Miyabi, that's not what I meant.
Oh. Because this is in the, like, combat simulations areas. Is she gonna interfere with it?
That's it for them. But... seems there's one last troublemaker. Could it be a system error?
Yixuan Shufu, sorry to keep you waiting. We're scheduled for a 3-move training session.
3-move.
Without further ado, let us begin.
Training? Oh, sure.
Move number 1. Oh.
I should have expected nothing less.
No need to be polite. What I was saying...
I understand. I was rude to hold back. Let's proceed.
Here we
with
go.
the second move.
Combat between Void Hunters. Oh, here we go. man, look at this animation. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Like, look at these, like, visual effects of her abilities. They all look just incredible. Like, with the smoky, yellowy... And it's such a, like, specific color of yellow that I think works so well here. Like it's not quite gold. Like, it's almost dirtier gold. Oh, we're mixing these animation styles again. Oh my god.
Almost time to clock out. Why don't we make this quick? Sure.
Okay, let's see it. I love how differently styled combat these two have. Because I know lore-wise they're both void hunters. And
You're impressively strong, Yixuan.
not even hugely clued in on what a void hunter is.
No harm.
It's all right. So
Aw.
you must be Hoshimi Miyabi. You live up to your reputation. By the way, can we leave now?
I'm terribly sorry. We're doing everything we can to repair it. Also, about the combat data from earlier.
It's fine. By the way, I still have an unfinished training session today.
Oh?
It involves having dessert with a new friend.
Aww. I don't know if this is gonna shock anyone. But it's so clearly for me, these two. Like, I've been really enjoying these like little character parts and these little more character deep dives, these vibey things, these mixtures of like interactions between characters. I've been loving that. But then when we get into this like crazy combat animation, I just feel it's a cut above. I think I'm happy with this order. Just because I think like the interaction between that combat between the two of them was so cool. And just the level of animation there was insane. Next up, we have Fufu, Heroic Roar of the Tiger. This is one of those what characters I own. Didn't fully intend to get her, but got a little bit lucky with polls. What to do with her? I think I'm gonna go bottom of A. I've got very little to go off of here. As I have for the whole time. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's see what her trailer's got in store for us.
On Yunquay Summit prowls a fierce tiger, mystic arts master and skilled fighter.
What?
Justice is her name. She rights wrongs with a hero's claim.
Are we? Is this the same game?
Senior Fufu is so cute. Like a little kitty.
So you say don't call her a cute little kitty. This is so different. I'm really... I mean, that's exactly what my one does at level 1.
Senior, you're so adorable.
This is so... Man, what do we do? What do we do? Are we gonna need to Okay. Are we gonna need to do a big, like, shift down for the 2.0 power creep? Yes. I almost want to do this, but I feel like then I need to move. Okay. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I don't know. I'm not. I feel like I've got to do something like this because of just that felt so. These two felt significantly above the things we've had so far, and then Fufu's one does feel a step above these, and so I think a shift like this is needed. Okay. I think this is what I'm going to go with right now. I'm hoping there's at least something to differentiate all of these. Oh, man. Next up is Yuzuha. Or Alice. I always mix them up. Okay, it is Yuzuha. It's another character I've got at level 1. What to do with you? We are in power creep. But I gotta do a top of A. Man, I don't know. Let's see then. Takes a lot out of you to outright not watch the trailer. Have you not seen these then? Is this new territory for you too? What do we do? Okay, I think top of A. That's gonna be my placement. I think we're gonna keep seeing the 2.0 characters and the 1.0 characters start falling down and down. But let's give this one a watch. I don't know much about this character.
A murder happened in this apartment building.
A murder?
The killer was sentenced, but strange things have kept happening here. Rumor has it.
This is so... What? This is so fun. And again, I'd say this so much, but the characters are so expressive and so fluid in terms of like animations. Oh. I was getting ready for that build up into combat and it was so underwhelming. Whoa. Like what they were doing there with like the camera? I don't know. Just the visual effects of seeing all these things on the screen.
You know what you're missing? A porcelain amulet. Wanna get one? Thanks for your business. Be extra careful the next time you're out at night.
That was real good. Like, I think in terms of what we got out of... Like, it just does feel at that higher quality level. I think... Again, I feel like they're below the Void Hunters. But they do feel quite like, they feel a cut above in quality level. I'm going to do this for now. We'll see what we do with them later. Alice, I'm going to put you together. We'll see. how yours stacks up. This one's slightly longer, 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Sword and Waltz.
Young miss, it's time for your training.
Is she just getting scared by everything? Is that just her character?
Hollow for routine data collection.
Please wait. Your position is too forward.
Pardon me, young
Fencing.
miss. Let's begin. Forgive me, young miss.
Oh, the fluidness in these like swords or sabers whipping around.
Then it's time we take this seriously, young miss.
That's horrifyingly ugly!
Oh?
It seems you've
Not a
reached
fan of
peak
ugly
form,
things.
young miss.
This place doesn't look frightening at all, does it? It's elegant, peaceful, and surprisingly symmetrical.
Oh?
Looks like we've got some guests who forgot their manners.
Such beautiful composition! Ruined! How rude!
She's I love what they've been doing with the classical music, but she's very if she was a Star Rail character, she'd be of the beauty. She'd be along with Argenti. Also interesting at the amount of swords she's using. She's using them like consumables.
What an exquisite display of
Wow.
An exquisite display of flawless symmetry.
Not yet. Over there.
As you wish, we'll repair it at once. If I may, being easily startled does little for your dignified image. Perhaps a few ghost stories might desensitize you?
Ghost stories?
Oh. So is it kind of like, imagine she just goes then straight and does the ghost stories, goes then with Yuzuha to explore a ghost area. Yeah, good. Okay. I'd like to, in my head, I want to revisit Yuzuha's one. It, like, my problem is, it does feel higher quality in terms of like animation quality, budget, that kind of thing. But it has less going on than some of these ones that I demoted down to A. I think I'm going to move her down. The question is to where? I think here. I think that's what I'm going to do. But I do think Alice's was up in this higher tier because I think we got a bit more substance to it. Like, I think that what they did with the music was really cool. Like, mixing the classical music and different styles that hints at her obsession with symmetry, as you guys are saying. And I think that gives it a little bit of a boost over Yuzuha's one. And yeah, I guess order and equilibrium are a bit more fitting than beauty. Because yeah, I guess it's not her thinking things are ugly was more to do with whether they were symmetrical rather than what's the word I'm looking for? Rather than beautiful. So, but I think that's what makes Star Rail Paths quite cool. Anyway, no, Zenless video. Next is Seed, White Scooter Demon. This is a character I know literally nothing about. Am I expecting the constant power creep? Probably. Okay. I think I'm gonna put her above these. I just don't know what's gonna make a difference then between S and Thing. I know I imagine our other Void Hunters going to make it up there? Instead of these, I've basically just got to kind of look at their things and go, are we going to send them up? Okay, I'll stick with top of A for now. Here we go then. 3 minutes 18.
Can't believe we snatched ourselves some military-grade weapons so easily.
Tell me about it. We'll be walking tall in the hollows from now on. Don't get too cocky.
Okay, another one of these more story type ones.
What the scooter? I said scooter demon. Rumor has it that
Ooh,
is 6th Street and even taller than the
this is cool.
Everywhere it goes, bodies pile high and fishes crack wide open. And on top of it stands a terrifying white specter.
I love what they're doing with sound and
So what if I get caught? There's just a damn
like the way that they tell a story, going with a different animation style.
Invisible wall.
Oh. A mech?
Who's talking? Whose kid is this?
But we explore the area ahead of us later.
Is this a child?
Please don't tell me we're...
In the back of the truck? Steal candy.
I'm hoping the lack of shoes is Oh, okay. Oh, why are we looking at feet so much? Okay, you know what? Pretend that didn't happen. The animation that we're seeing is so good. And I think this is such like a cool design of a character, right? Kind of doesn't do much herself. She's got her machines doing the work for her. She's controlling them. Stop! What? No! I don't need to see this. Why? It doesn't stop. This is cool. Like, as a mecha animation goes, you don't do much better than this. Like, this looks so good. Like, that shot of, like, all the missiles coming down. Yeah, I've been oh. I was about to say I've been enjoying this half of it, but...
See, I warned you all about it.
Do we need to, look at feet so much? Okay, I think for the sake of this, I'm going to, in my head, pretend there wasn't as much feet as there was. The mech parts and like the quality of the animation was really good. It was really good. I just, I don't know. I do think she, no, not in SS, no. I think she sits along with these guys in terms of like the quality of the trailer. They knew what they were doing with that trailer, and for those that enjoy that, they did a good job of it. So I think that's what I've got to do here with this. I think it's it just, yeah, it didn't stop, did it? It was almost endless. Next is, I have no idea who this is. From this point onwards, I'm real unsure. Orphie and Magus. Does she have a talking tail? That's my somewhat... Maybe that's a thing. We are in power creep season. My default has been chuck 'em top of A. Because maybe... Because I think you'll be S. I've no idea about these last ones. This guy looks cool. I think he'll have a good trailer. No idea with you. This is definitely going to be we're marketing to men. This one, also no idea. So I guess I've got to kind of judge it off design of who goes where. Maybe I'll bump you up. Maybe I'll go with this. No, let's go with this. Let's watch the trailer. 3 minutes 12. Fire. A fallen truck of some sort. Oh, I love the like distortion we're getting from the fire. With a number, like a timer or a counter. Oh. So the tail is like a drill sergeant. I'm not sure that's who you're supposed to shoot.
Ethereals are sworn enemies. Right. Fast, precise, and lethal. Hold nothing back.
So, Captain, when
yes,
do we
boss.
fight for real?
You just shot a civilian.
Captain, Orphie, there's trouble in the Lemnian Hollow. Better send back.
Here we go. Okay. I think this is such a cool, cool dynamic of a character, right? It's a bit like Hua Hua and Tail, right?
I spotted a high-risk target. Captain, what's your... Captain.
Oh. Okay. And now a big blast. It feels like the captain is doing most of the work here. Now we're anime for the tail. Interesting. Okay. I think I was wrong with my assessment.
All ethereals wiped out, and every citizen's been evacuated.
Sorry, Orphie. As commander, I
Interesting. So it's like on paper,
I know you meant to say
the tail knows more.
stay by my side.
Knows more of the theory.
If I'm on my own, I can't do anything.
So they kind of balance each other out. Like the less experienced but more emotionally supportive Orphie, and the more little bit of a liability but super powerful and knowledgeable Magus. I think that's quite cool. Like we got a nice loop from start to finish. Yeah, that's. I think. To be honest, I think recently we've been missing out on some of the things that were making some of the early trailers a lot better, which is seeing more complex characters. Like, I feel like we've been going into a bit of a characters are not one-dimensional, but becoming more one-dimensional. Whereas this felt really like a multi-dimensional character. And I think that was really good. So I think we're kind of in this order. And I think I'm happy. Next up is Lucia? Identifying popular ethereals on internet. This it's a character I own. Do I know anything about them? No. I have a feeling it's going to be quite good. Character sold to work well with other characters. Support characters tend to be, I think, get more attention. So I guess we'll do that. Put her there, just below the Void Hunters. Let's see whether she lives up to it. 2 minutes.
Knock wisp curtain, choppy axe, and little spider. What do you mean?
This is not even slightly what I was expecting.
Don't tell me.
What? Is she like a monster enthusiast?
Never even hits the ground when rolling around.
Okay.
Much shorter than Nineveh's tentacles, but it can still fly. Maybe not as light and elegant as the twin marionettes, but a bar can shoot off like a revved-up motorcycle.
I think
Do you wanna play with me?
I think we this character and Burnice might share the same brain cells. What is this? And I've got a big fight. This is so like unserious. I'm just a little bit lost.
Sorry, it hit you a little too hard. Who's there? Hari, what are you doing here?
You should be in the safe house. What are you doing out here?
I'm not looking forward to this character trailer. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, what to do here? I think that was really good. I think it was so fun is what I'd give it. And I think for me it goes there. Like I think the fun factor and the kind of weirdness and the I guess confusion of the trailer gives it a bit of a wait. Guys, my list is currently 2.0 onwards in S tier plus Miyabi. Oh, I need to do. Oh no, Yuzuha went down. I guess it's somewhat okay. I think that was quite cool. I think we'll just move on. We'll do some maybe bigger adjustments later, but let's see. So next is Yidhari. I think this is going to be... I think I'm not going to enjoy this. I think there'll be a lot of people that will enjoy this. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to make a guess that this is going to be a not so much for me trailer, but we'll give it a watch nonetheless.
Late night at the terminal. A train arrives bringing uninvited guests.
Okay.
Soon after, the passenger named Disaster arrives. Hold on.
Is she a writer?
I guess the story's moving a bit too fast. Let's try a different opening.
Gonna try again.
Midnight.
Oh,
Fog silently creeps
good.
into the
Start
station.
with set the atmosphere.
Ghosts from the past emerge. Reality and fiction intertwine.
The colors on their heads were so like vibrant. Okay.
Fate decided the finale long ago. I am caught in its web. Powerless to escape. All
there's...
left to do is flip through the
I think I'm seeing the heavily animated
time and
Ooh. What they're doing with the music is so interesting. Oh.
Come with me.
Bell and Wise.
I'd accepted that I would sink into the abyss and become another shadow waiting for the next train. But those radiant eyes cut through the crowd, granting me a new beginning.
Interesting. They're not. It's not subtle. I'll say that much.
Oh, I really hope they'll like this story.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay. I was about to say. I'm glad they didn't. It didn't feel like they were going too overboard, but. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna put it down here though. For me, I think misses a bit extra. That like some of these had a bit more fun factor, a bit more personality dive. For her, it was she was writing, she felt stuck in a loop with her writing, and then Bell and Wise saved her, and then she's now obsessed with them. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's my my thoughts right now. Next is Dialyn. Dialyn. Okay. I have no idea what I want to do with this. My default is just go top of A, and I think I will. Top of A. I think Chu Fufu's one was just quite. I liked what they were doing with like the animation and like the styles. Like I think they did that fun, that annoyance of being called cute, I think really well, and for whatever reason it stuck with me. Dialyn's, or will I bump up to S? Maybe I will bump up to S. Then, because we're now in S, maybe I'll do something like that. A kind of best of the rest type mindset. Let's give it a go. Here we go.
Thank you for calling. Rep 2493 Dialyn. Happy to assist you.
An interesting office. Not the most tidy, but... What? Afterlife?
Take this seriously. Dialyn, are you listening?
Oh, what's wrong?
She seems, not the most serious about her job. But this is a really fun, like... Ooh. And I just really like what they're doing, just with like blending animation styles.
Simply leaving a mark doesn't establish ownership.
It feels like they're feeling more and more like animated movies. At least for the longer, more story-driven ones.
Please adhere to the TOPS customer service handbook.
And just how fluid all these animations are. It feels so easy to forget, like, that this is the standard. Her weapons are like a pair of rings that are portals.
What now?
Is she on the phone by doing this?
Understood. I've wasted enough time on you.
Wait, you're with Krampus.
Our service doesn't accept dead reviews.
What? That's it's not very good business practice. Accept all reviews. I think that was good. I think for me that's the kind of, it feels like these two feel very much the same in my mind. They're kind of the fun, more chaotic representation on this list. I kind of want to move Alice's one a bit down. Whether she goes down to A or not, I'm unsure. But I think I'm happy with the rest here. Next, no idea who this is, but looks cool as hell. Banyue, or Banyue? Martial Arts Review. This guy looks insane. Where do I think he'll be? I don't know. My just safety point is just chuck him in top of A. Works better after the teaser. We'll get to all the teasers another time, but I am open to rewatching things as and when, if I need them. So I guess we'll give them a watch. We'll try and get around to all the Zenless content as we go, but yeah, for now it's just the teaser. Here we go. Or just the trailer, not teaser.
Several residents have recently filed complaints against a martial arts school for disturbances and regulatory
Disturbances.
Martial arts school has been ordered to suspend operations, and TOPS have confirmed that internal investigations
This is
are underway.
a mean businesswoman. Is he stuck in the chair?
Well then, let's get
Oh,
let's get started. Did
This
you
guy's
organize
cool.
and profit from illegal underground fights?
well, that's getting started.
Too damp. Bad for your health.
What I'm asking is, did you...
More like this.
Ooh.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Okay.
Your martial arts school has been reported for disturbances 18
18
times.
times.
Have you used violence during your teaching?
I'm sure he has.
I'm fine, Shifu. I'll keep going.
Glad you're all right.
What exactly are you trying to do with
That's a
this
bit
school of
brutal
yours?
training. Oh. Okay, here we go. Let's see some stuff. Oh, this is cool. Oh my god, look at this animation. Crushed.
So strong. If only I could be as strong as you, I'd be able to protect everyone. Is something the matter? We're conducting an interview. I'll submit a final report once the investigation is finished.
Don't worry. I'll take it from here. Okay,
Oh,
see you around.
multi-character interaction again.
Looks like it's lunchtime. Alrighty, I'll come back later.
I really like that. I really, really like that. That was so cool. What to do with him? I think I want to. I almost want to do something like this. I think we had a lot more going on. I think I have Magus and Orphie higher, just because I think we got a bit more complexity in the character out of them. But I think I wish there wasn't such a quality, what's felt like such a quality jump between from 2.0 onwards, because that would make then this job a bit easier. But all of the 2.0 ones have felt like we've just jumped up, and it's just we're being fed like higher budget, just a higher budget. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for now. Next is another Void Hunter, just to check. Yeah, 4 minutes 49. Is that our longest one? Like, and it feels like 4 minutes 15. 3 minutes 57. Yeah, and by like a fair old chunk. I'm going to go out on a limb and do this. It's for the sake of the predictions. I can either put Miyabi there, or this character, or any of the next three. I think I'm going to gamble, and this is going to be my prediction. Let's see. The last time we had a Void Hunter, it was incredible. So I'm really interested in seeing what we've got next up. Here we go. Like a graveyard of swords.
Some choices are burdens, and we must bear them.
Wise!
Interesting. More of seeing the main character involved.
I finally found you. Are you injured? Things aren't looking good. We have to get
Okay,
out of here.
music's starting to step up. Look at these flying swords. I mean, I feel like we're just seeing the ease of her dealing with these guys. That's really a telltale sign of the power of Void Hunters. Oh my god. Oh, man, these flying swords look so good. I'm just a little blown away. Well, Wise isn't doing much. Interesting, like, she's getting flashbacks of something. We don't know what. That graveyard of swords, seeing Wise somewhere else.
Is this the Qingyi sword? Look out!
And just the ease that she's dealing with everything is so cool. Now we're going to see that second form, that alt form. Is this something she repressed?
Even if
Oh?
my memories are destined to fade, I will recall each one. Those precious moments will catch me in the abyss.
So those lost memories.
Leave the rest to me.
Does she lose memories when she draws that blade?
This is my last time.
Okay, that's really cool. That summoning of the sword.
Please, remember me.
Okay. Now let's see this upgraded power. Are those all swords? This is... I think they're doing such a good job with like interlacing these memories. I don't know how these memories are lost, or are we seeing them, the flashes of them going away? But just the level of like combat animations that we've been seeing, the level of... I guess emotional stakes that they've given us for this.
Shunguang, you're awake.
Don't go, who are you? Don't say that.
How are you feeling? Do you still hurt anywhere?
Oh.
I feel like I just had a really long dream.
At least some memories were there. But oh. That is okay. I think here's the crux of things. The fight between Miyabi and Yixuan was incredible. But I feel like this one had emotional stakes. And the level of like animation was just as good. Okay. Look, that's the decision. I'm gonna make also a decision. You can come down. And I can't move you down. Okay. Am I gonna... I'm not happy. You know what? I'm gonna be a bit critical. I'm gonna do something like this. That makes me happier. Final 3. Next up is a free character. As we've learnt, if they're a free character, does not matter. Zhao Bunny Therapy. What to do with this? What to do here? I don't know. To be honest with you, I've got no idea. So I think I'm going to... my default has always been just chuck them, if in doubt, chuck them in top of A. But I think I'm going to do that. Let's see. See how good they are. See how they stack up. Here we go. Bunny Therapy.
So, Krampus is looking into that thing you pulled. Be careful. Watch your back, and don't breathe a word to
Faux anime to begin with.
For days. Who would I even talk to?
Zhao is free.
Yeah, relax. I'm hanging up.
He's got a lollipop? Sure.
Krampus this, Krampus that. Like they'd ever find me.
What?
Huh? Welcome to all new cuties in chat. In this stream, you can say anything to Bunny here, okay?
I'm not...
What's happening?
Oh. This is cute too.
What am I watching?
It's been so long. Why won't you tell Bunny what's on your mind?
I don't like how creepy the music is now going. Oh? No. Okay, that's fine. I just heard the music like go down and down and down and down, and I was like, that feels a little bit dark. Yeah. It's getting darker. What?
Buddy!
How is she here?
Does this mean there's even in-person therapy sessions?
Everything comes with a price. Wouldn't you agree? So, it's time to pay for what you took.
Don't breathe a word to anyone,
It's over.
What?
All cleaned up, Miss Zhao. Oh, and the veggie salad you ordered is here.
I'm so...
Not to touch my food delivery. That was the side dish for my
What just happened? What did I just watch? What? 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 That was like fun, playful, creepy, and horrifying all at the same time. I think for that reason it gets to get pretty high up. I think we're gonna get a mini demotion of these two. Oh, I can't do more. But that's that was wild and weirdly like really good. Next up is Sunna, Sampling Dreams. Oh, am I missing some crucial context? I guess maybe we'll end up with that context later when I do the teasers. But yeah, maybe that will clear some things up for me. Like the weirdness and the chaos kind of worked in my brain. Okay, I think one of these two is going to get an S placement and one of them's going to get an A. This one looks more animated, so you're going to go sit in A, and you're going to go sit like here. That's how I've made this decision. Let's go see Sunna's character demo. 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Angel. Sampling successful. I'm liking how many different characters we're getting.
Yeah, the deadline's been moved to 12 a.m. tonight. That's okay. I swear next time I'll...
A schedule? Oh, is she making music? By sampling loads of different sounds? Two new characters in the background there. Are we gonna get to hear the full song? Are they like a band as a group? Oh, export! Yeah! I spent so long trying to make it. That went horribly wrong. An idol group, that makes sense. Aww. That was really solid. I think we're there. I think we're a bit. That was fun. We got loads of different characters, getting music from different places, putting it all together. A little bit of a mini twist at the end. I think that was good. Finally. The final one. So idol group Angels of Delusion. Okay. This seems like a forerunner for for that group then. Gonna go chuck them maybe in the middle of the S tier. Let's see how it does. Here we go. The final trailer of today. 1 minute, 57 seconds. Prelude, Mechanical Desire. Okay, we're going full like music video. Okay, this is something real different, but this is really cool. Is that an idol that she's looking up to? They're going around handing out posters, invitations to their show. This is fun. It's not my not what I call my style, but this is for sure fun. They've got the bang boos doing the supporting dances. Yeah, I think that was good. It's very much not my my style of thing, but for what it is, I think they did pretty good job. We got to see some of their difficulties of becoming an idol group, got to see some of the some of their journey, then their show. I think that was really fun. And that's everything. That's all the character demos. So I think what we can do is take a look. What are some big differences? The Void Hunters, predicted them being the top 3. Didn't predict them quite in the right order, but that's okay. Any other big changes? A lot of our 2.0 stuff got a little bit mixed around. We're a bit over ambitious with some of the earlier characters that I predicted would be S that didn't quite make it. But I don't think we did too bad a job. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz, and I'm sure you'll love this video on screen, or you can check out other videos in the playlist linked here too.